All right. Whew. Welcome, everyone, to the Preservation of Jazz Hour. You are watching us live, and I am super excited. So I just want you to hang out with me. Let me fix this thing here for my some of my buddies. All right, so I'm super excited all the time about the Preservation of Jazz Hour. Yes, I am very much excited because we have some real love to give you all the time here. Okay? So, again, you are watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour with yours truly, Sky Covington, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching again. WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. So we are so excited to have the beautiful Sheila Landis coming on later on in the hour. We're going to talk about that good stuff, and I'm on her website right now. And I also want to say a beautiful hello to all of the wonderful jazz musicians, lovers in the world today. Jazz is my one of my favorite things to be. So I'm super excited about. I'm super excited about. Yeah, super excited. I need to find some more words, but I am super excited. That's just. I should find some words, but I am super excited. So, we've been talking about Betsy Smith. We've been talking about Sarah Bond. We've been talking about Dinah Washington and Billie Holiday and Etta James. So we are so proud of our jazz female vocalists that it's just an honor to be a part of the clan now. So I just want to say that as of October the 28th, this was my 1 year anniversary. I was a little, it just seems like I've been here forever, but it's only been a year. And so I just want to spend the half hour. It's 6:03 right now, and just talk about some of the stuff that we've been doing and talking about for the past year, because I like doing that. So, of course, we talked about the Empress of Blues, Betsy Smith, born April 15th, 1894, in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And the nickname Empress of Blues, she was one of the most popular female blues singers of the 1920s and 30s. So, ode to the Empress of Blues, Betsy Smith. And yeah, now you all know about the Satin Down Review. We're gonna be performing at the Aretha's Jazz Cafe in the Music Hall, November the 11th And lo and behold, another sold out show. I'm super excited about that. Another sold out show. And so the next event is December the 26th, right after your Christmas, your beautiful Christmas. Let's see here. Yes. So we're going to be doing that. Oh, we talked to and interviewed the amazing Gene Dunlap. Is a diverse Grammy Award nominated musician, honed his craft at Detroit Mumford High School, teamed up with Earl Klugh, forming the Earl Klugh Trio. His talents as a writer, composer, and producer caught the attention of Capitol Records. I've had the pleasure of performing with Mr. Dunlap for 4 years at Baker's Keyboard Lounge, and I call him Mr. Dunlap because I just have so much respect for him. Gene Dunlap has also been involved in a variety of projects with other major recording artists, including touring and recording with Ronnie Laws, Hubert Laws, George Benson, Roy Ayers, Grant Green, the London Philharmonic Orchestra, the Los Angeles Philharmonic Orchestra, Noel Pointer, Bob James, Bobby Lau, Marcus Miller, Mary Wilson, Tina Marie, George Duke, and Patrice Rushen. He's a gem, he's a king, and I love, 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 love Mr. Dunlap. So I just want to remind you too that for me, jazz is a treasure from the hearts and souls of so-called black people. Music hidden in the roots of our hair, our air, and our savoir-faire. Some believe jazz is a music genre of that originated in the African American communities of New Orleans in the late 19th and early 20th century, with its roots embedded in blues and ragtimes. But jazz is a chosen, salt of the earth type of music. The seed that branched a whole civilization of great sounds, minds, survival, and worship. Not that we idolize this language, it's just the truth of where the struggle started in the beginning, where we hide our fears, our tears, our food, and our concerns. Jazz was laid at the altar praying with us for freedom, and you can hear our willingness to feel superior, being stiff necked people, as if at one time we had choices too. So I just want to say jazz is, I don't want to call it a religion, but what I would say is jazz is something that you should not forget. It's a beautiful music, and it's a beautiful art and skill, and we are very, very honored to be a part of it. So on Sundays, on Sundays we are at Woodbridge Pub. On Sunday also at Jazz Cafe, you can see the Scott Grinnell band. On Wednesday nights, you can go see the famous Noah at the Cliff Bells. And also, you can go to the Aretha Franklin's Jazz Cafe in the Music Hall to see Gwen Fox. Okay? Yes. So let's go. Okay, so we also had a talk about Ma Rainey this year, well, last year, at the Waters and Alberta Hunter. All right. We also had the honor of talking to the pianist, the Kresge affiliate, Pamela Wise, the pianist extraordinaire. beautiful queen and a very gifted musician. All right. Yes, Pamela Wise. Kresge's Arts in Detroit was retrieved in 2018. So congratulations to that, and she deserved it. And if anyone knows about the Kresge's Art in Detroit, it's a grant gift that's given with a whole bunch of accolades and workshops and just a feature and attention on some of the finest musicians, artists, videography, uh, the whole spectrum of poetry, storytelling, and they enter this like a competition, and they win money. It's 10, I think it's 9 or 10 artists of the year that that participates, and I'm going to try my hand at it again. So I'm going to do that again. But all that jazz and Idlewild Festival sizzles. Currently, she Pamela is currently serving as a music minister at her church, a piano teacher, and is executive director of Rebirth Inc., a nonprofit jazz performing arts organization that produces live concerts and jazz education programs. Pamela Wise is an American jazz musician, pianist, and composer. Yes. So look her up, get some music. Pamela Wise Harrison. She also married the giant king musician Wendell Harrison. All right. So let's go and talk a little bit more. We also had a chance this past year to talk about Anita Bell Colton. October 18th, 1919 of her birth, known professionally as Anita O'Day, was an American jazz singer and a self proclaimed song stylist, widely admired for her sense of rhythm and dynamics and her early big band appearances that shattered the traditional image of the girl singer. Refusing to pander to any female stereotype, O'Day presented herself as a hip jazz musician wearing a band jacket and skirt as opposed to an evening gown. She changed her surname from Colton to O'Day, Pig Latin for dough, slang for money. So that was a really good. Yeah, look her up as well. So yes, 2020 and 21 was definitely something to write a song about. All right. I keep all my notes. So again, September the 30th, we performed the first after COVID, the first Satin Dow review at the Retha's Jazz Cafe, and it was absolutely amazing. And that's what we've been working on. I do have some music coming out, and let me tell you, it's gonna tickle your toes when you hear it. It's gonna definitely tickle your toes because this year also we were privileged to be a recipient of the Detroit Music Awards in Best Jazz, Best Traditional Jazz, and Best Jazz CD. So that was cool and an honor. We also had the opportunity to talk to one of my dearest, Dr. Vishon. Dr. Vishon is a musician, composer, and performer from Detroit, Michigan. He is a practicing physician who has also pursued his lifelong dream of becoming a recording artist. His style is a fusion of soul, funk, and jazz. An outstanding, outstanding man. His debut full CD released entitled "That's What's Up" is an inventive, high potential project that is of a culmination of his journey to date. So you can go to his website, drvshawn, SHAWN.com, and check him out. Yes, it's 6:15, and we are so into this show. Again, you are watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour live, uh, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. All right. So a lot of politics is going on today. So I hope everyone got out to vote and make someone else's dreams come true. That's trying to do some incredible community work. I'm just going through my notes. I have so much good stuff in here. All right. We also had a discussion about Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Gillespie and his orchestra, Lionel Hampton, Gene Krupa, Frank Sinatra, and Mel Torme. Look those cats up. They're awesome musicians, and they set precedents for all of the wonderful things that jazz has to offer. We also featured the photographer, the greats of jazz photographer, William P. Goleb, uh, Gallup, Gallup, 1917 to 2006. Known today for his vast number of images decorating the pages of Downbeat, William was known for keeping the pulse of the New York jazz scene throughout the 1930s and 40s and played a key role in increasing the visibility of early bebop. Then you have Herman Leonard. Quincy Jones once said, when people think of jazz, their mental images is likely to be one of Herman's and Herman Leonard's iconic smoky images are truly among some of the most recognizable jazz photography today. Lee Tanner, another incredible photographer, jazz photographer, chronicled over 40 years of music history through his candid photographs. Also, Tanner's first published photograph appeared in Downbeat in 1958. Another amazing photographer, Chuck Stewart, 1927 to 2017. One of the most productive jazz photographers, American artist Chuck Stewart's 70-year career helped to immortalize countless jazz legends, among them Louis Armstrong, Count Basie, Ella Fitzgerald, Ray Charles, Charles Mingus, Sonny Rollins, Dinah Washington, Sarah Vaughan, and mostly iconically the studio sessions for John Coltrane, A Love Supreme. You remember that? You remember? Also, William Claxton, 1927 to 2008, describing his photography as Jazz for the Eye. William Claxton, is an artist whose work also provided the cover art for numerous albums and appeared in magazines like Life, Paris Match, and Vogue. Val Wilmer, one of my favorites, and he also, I know, he was a British photographer, writer, and music historian. Oh, Val Wilmer. Okay, Valerie Wilmer has been chronicling jazz artists since 1959. And names like Ornette Coleman, Sun Ra, Charlie Hayton, Leslie Hughes, Louis Armstrong, George Benson, John Coltrane, and Duke Ellington are just a few of those that Wilmer has photographed over the years. We also have photographer Edsmond Edwards, Bob Parent, Ode to the Jazz Photography. We had a wonderful time talking about that, and so do your homework and go look, check out some jazz photos tonight with a nice glass of tea or some wine. Okay, all right. It's 6:19, and we are having a good time already. So let's talk about some. Oh, another wonderful interview was the interview with Galen McKinney and the McKinney Zone, a hot new CD, and it was just an amazing, amazing. She's an amazing drummer. The CD is amazing. I know personally know her manager, and you know her, the host for Jazz Cats on Thursday night. Galen McKinney has been playing the drums since the age of 2. Galen has recorded projects with the group Straight Ahead, of which she is a co-founder. Ralph Armstrong and Marcus Belgrave, just to name a few. She has recently recorded solo projects called It's About Time, McKinfolk, The New Beginning, and Zoot Suit Funk. Galen McKinney's many awards include 2014, another Kresge's Artist Fellow recipient, with the group Straight Ahead and McKinfolk, a Grammy nomination, Motor City Music Award, and a Detroit Black Music Award recipient. Galen McKinney has had the opportunity to travel extensively and play at many famous jazz festivals, including the Montreux Jazz Fest, the Lionel Hampton Jazz Fest, New Orleans Jazz Fest, Essence Festival, the Olympics, and the Kennedy Center. Take a look. She is one of the greatest in Detroit. Let's see. Bravo for, I think, TV One for doing a wonderful expose on Detroit with our dear one, Jessica Moore, and a lot of other amazing artists, innovators, event planners, and the list goes on. It was a really great expose. We also had the honor of talking to Scott Grinnell, an amazing pianist, the beautiful Kimmy Horn. I'm just going through all my notes because it's just been a wonderful year. We also, again, we talked about Sarah Vaughan, which Kimmy Horn is playing. And, oh, another thing, tonight, Thursday night and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, you could have found Kimmy Horn at the Dirty Dog, but all 4 shows are sold out. Bravo to Kimmy Horn. And Dornetta Davis is also going to be playing at a few places. I'll let you know that in a sec. All right. So right now, I think that was we had a great year And I'm sure, oh, we also talked about public domains because if you're a jazz artist, you want to know and keep up with the public domains because it helps regenerate this music that's out here. So we want to just kind of keep that moving. We also had a time talking to photographer Walter Miller, and that was a great interview. We also talked about the iconic John Coltrane and his beautiful wife Alice Coltrane. We also had a chance to, who else? Oh, the amazing producer and voiceover. She's just great, Madison Lee, who lives in LA right now, who resides in LA. It's 6:25, and we're going to keep everything moving. You know, WJZZ is an iconic, legendary jazz format digital radio station based in Detroit. It was originally founded by the famous jazz musician Dave Brubeck and a partner in 1960. As the first station in the United States dedicated entirely to jazz, it was later acquired by Dr. Haley Bell and Wendell Cox, who established the WJZZ call letters in Detroit on March 18, 1974. It soon became the premier jazz radio station in the nation. The station unfortunately shut down its broadcasting in the fall of 1996. I remember that. And remained dormant for 23 years. The station, via the call letters WJZZ, was revived by our very own Roger Pensabene Jr., the president, and Vito Pensabene. Uh, I think that's the third, as the vice president and CEO. I hope I'm saying that right. These gentlemen are really a force to be dealt with in this community. They're getting the information out. Our engineer, Mr. Derek Smith, just a plethora of important people trying to make not, I don't want to say trying. They're giving us the information in so many ways. So I just wanted to say thank you. It's been a great year, and since I didn't really talk that much about my anniversary, I'm so grateful to be here for a year and on to the second one. So it's so much going on. It's so much going on. We're going to go to YouTube and we're going to play a tune. One of my favorite tunes from Sheila Landis, who's also a Detroit Music Award winner. Let's see here. And she wins a lot. She definitely wins a lot. So we're going to play a tune. One of my favorite jazz, okay, jazz rendezvous. We're going to, Outstanding. Outstanding. So, in a few, we're going to have the beautiful Sheila call in, and we're excited to talk to her. I did call just to hear her voice to say I'm so excited, and I thank her for spending some time with us. And I just want to say, too, my beautiful Facebook friends on my page, Sky Covington page, thank you. I told you if you follow me that I would do more to get more information to you. And so I do appreciate it. I do very much so. I would like to play another tune. Yeah. And also, if you would like the invitation to the live stream for the November 11th date, I am giving that invite out to you. So give me a call. All right. Now here we go, everyone. Hello.
Hello, Sky.
Yes.
This is Sheila.
Hi, Sheila. Hi. Welcome to the
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the Preservation of Jazz Hour.
Well, thank you so much. It's exciting to be here.
Yes, and I love your music. It always puts me in a time of like maybe I'm in Brazil somewhere, maybe I'm just somewhere else on an island somewhere. I love your voice, and I appreciate all of what you do and what you are to our jazz community.
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad I'm able to transport you to other times and places.
Yes, yes. So now, how would you describe your music that you typically create? What's been your motivation?
Well, musically, I'm open to many different inspirations and channels. I listen to a wide variety of things. I listen to groups from the 60s, groups from the 70s, um, instrumental players. It doesn't necessarily have to be a singer. It can be someone like Dexter Gordon. It can be Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Cannonball Adderley, or it can be Herbie Hancock. It can be a bass player. It can be a drummer. I'm inspired by everything musical.
Oh, that is beautiful. Sheila Landis, ladies and gentlemen, is a remarkable singer born in Detroit, Michigan in 1953, raised in Rochester Hills. Landis graduated in 1971 from Adams High School, excelling in choral, music, and creative writing. Captivated by the music of Billie Holiday in the 1972 film Lady Sing the Blues, Landis abruptly changed her career focus from that of an English major at Oakland University to jazz chanteurs. She has been performing her unique uh, jazz, Brazilian music, and blues since 1973. Landis absorbed the songs of the 1960s British invasion, fell hard for the beats and catchy choruses of Motown, embraced 1970s funk and sweet soul harmonies of the stylistics, later grooving to jazz pop artists like Steely Dan and Sting. That's pretty a wide range of likes and loves in the music.
Well, there are many things to enjoy about all of those
Yes,
different genres and styles.
yes, there is. What has your creative process been like?
It's expanding. It's like an ever kind of an ongoing
Yeah.
thing. What I like to do, Sky, at performances is to think of ways to reinterpret songs that we do often. For example, a song that you always do as a swing, well, why not try it as a Latin one evening and see how that goes, or vice versa, something that you're usually doing as a bossa nova or something. Maybe that can be played as a swing, and that just kind of keeps the music fresh, and it keeps the creative process happening, and it keeps the drummer interested.
Yes,
The drummer
yes.
says, "Oh, I better
Keep
pay
the drum.
attention. She's doing something different here." So yeah, it's an ever evolving kind of a creative process. I like to approach songs from different melodic aspects and different rhythmic aspects.
Excellent. So Sheila's longtime collaborator and ultimate muse is guitarist producer, and I want to say the name correctly, Rick Mantle. Matto.
It's Maytel, pronounced
Mato.
Maytel.
Okay, Mato. Rick Mato, ladies and gentlemen. Mato earned his bachelor degree in music performance from Oakland University in 1986. Mato's formative studies there include jazz and classical guitar, jazz composing, as well as performances on guitar, bass, percussion, and African drums. That's amazing. The influence of
Oh
jazz,
yes,
yes, um, the influence of jazz guitarists such as what is that? Joe Pass, Kenny
Joe
Barrett,
Pass.
yes, and Wes Montgomery can be heard in Matto's playing. So, what is the? I love your collaboration together. How did that all start?
Well, it started in the late 1980s, and we were working together in what they used to call an all-occasion band,
Okay.
where you would perform for a private client, maybe a couple getting married or some people having a party, and we just kind of hit it off from there.
That what a team. What a great team. I'm going to I'm going to play a tune. If you don't mind, I'm going to play a tune that one of my favorite tunes, if it's okay.
Oh,
Um,
sure, I'd love it.
okay, and it's the I think you did this song about 4 years ago. Oh no, not that one. I want to play my favorite one, Pennies from Heaven.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, you are watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour with your hostess, Sky Covington. We have the very special, amazing Sheila Landis, ladies and gentlemen. And you have to listen to her music. Most of you already know how amazing she is. The preservation of jazz is to keep you remembering and keep you aware and abreast of all of our wonderful jazz musicians and vocalists that we have in the beautiful city. So we're going to play this tune here for you, and we'll be back with some more conversation. Yeah, come on, baby.
You
Okay.
hear it thunder, then don't run under a tree. They'll be there drumming for you and me. Rick Nato on guitar. Pennies from heaven.
Absolutely great band. Now, this was in October 15th, 2011, when it was posted on YouTube. Um, which I love all of. I see you have. Is that Duncan on?
Yeah, that was Duncan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and yeah, and Russ Miller on
Russ Miller on
sax.
the alto.
Yes, yes. Dave Taylor on drums and Dennis Sheraton on percussion.
And
Amazing.
Rick Madel on guitar.
And yes, and Rick Mato, of course. And I can hear all those wonderful uh, ways that he plucks that guitar. But there is something like a Billie Holiday and Lester Williams that you two have. That is so important when you find a musician that brings out all of these amazing sounds in your body. Um, so we're super excited about um, as musicians, we're so super excited about finding that one musician to partner with, and then you guys just become this force of nature. How has it been through the years performing with each other? Like, I mean, how tell us how wonderful that is to experience that.
Well, it's always a challenge playing with someone and maintaining a relationship too. It's like sometimes you got to tread softly.
Yes.
But back to the Billie Holiday song "Pennies
Okay.
from Heaven,"
Yes.
that was a good choice, and I didn't know that was your favorite. That's a good song, and I do approach it from the way, kind of the relaxed way that Billie would have sung it. Maybe a little behind the beat, a little. More relaxed. But yeah, I love that song. And there's another song that I'll do, Sky, that has the same chord changes. I Can't Give You Anything But Love, which is another great song.
Yes, yes. Now,
But
just
yes,
like you, yes,
go ahead.
just like you, I also fell in love with the Billie Holiday, the Billie Lady Sing the Blues, and it stopped my life, and I was so young at the time, but it stopped my life, and I've been performing Billie Holiday since till now. So I found that very nice to see that you were a fan of the Billie Holiday and the Lady Singing the Blues. Um, I call her a movement now because a lot of us jazz artists came from that film in 1972. A lot of us
Yeah,
came
that
from that.
that was a very game changing for me. That 1972 movie with Diana Ross portraying Billie Holiday.
Yes,
That was it for me. It's like I gotta sing.
yes, yes. Okay, so I have what is the most useless? I don't want to say that. I don't want to use that because I have my corny questions that I have, and then I have a question for you. What would you like to share with the audience tonight?
Wow, that's pretty wide open. Well, I see music as a healing force.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a preacher or a psychiatrist or but when I have the microphone, I want to put out positive vibrations
Okay.
and make people feel and sometimes even make people scream just because they're so moved. And that actually has happened, and it's just amazing when the whole room is going woo.
Yes. Oh
Now,
yes.
that's kind of weird to say, but
It's true.
when you tap into that energy, that spirituality is just that's what it's all about, and it's something that's shared and amplified by having a live audience, and that's why I love performing and will continue to do it.
Yes. Well, we absolutely love that you are a part of such a great music. Now, where have you performed, and where it was just one of the places that you will never ever forget in life? Was there a place for you in this lifetime that you'll never forget, like that stage, that mic, that dressing room, that 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 time, that moment?
Well, that's a good question, Sky. But there are so many experiences that maybe it was maybe just getting dark and the moon was rising, or it was the middle of the afternoon and there were some kids there that were really into it, and or maybe even some seniors enjoying it. But each one is a each experience is a time to learn, experience. Yes, I guess I really don't have a particular favorite because I look forward to each each musical experience, no matter where it is or what time of day.
Yes, that's beautiful, and that's such a excellent answer.
I
You
mean,
know,
do you have a favorite one yourself as
I
a singer?
I think that I would my mother always said you're only as good as your last gig. So I kind of live from just the gig that I did that day, and that helps me stay a little in that moment, and it just the same, it's that same feeling where it's just so many moments that that you can't really count. I also want to say that you are a seven-time Detroit Music Award. I think it's been more than seven times though since then.
No, I have 7 awards, and
Okay.
I understand you've won quite a few yourself, Sky,
Yes,
for outstanding jazz vocalist. Good for you! Congratulations.
yes. Well, I want to say congratulations to you, because I know why. I know why you win those awards, and I know, and your co-winner, um, Mr. Rick Max. Oh my goodness,
Mato.
the beautiful Rick Mato. I know why you both win because you have so much soul in your music, and I always equate jazz. You have to have some soul. You have to have like a spirit behind your inside of you. I don't think you could do jazz any justice if you don't have a inner peace or inner well, I can just say inner something, some sort of inner emotion, that some kind of conflict and some kind of conversation. And so you have
Yes, yes.
yes, you have been one of my what they call my friends in my head. Because
Would you like to speak with Rick?
well, yes, I did ask him if he would want to say something. So if he would want to come on, that would
Well,
be
let's
fun.
see.
Yeah.
Would you like to speak? Would you like to speak on the air? Oh, here he comes.
Okay. And we have Rick Mato, the guitarist extraordinaire.
Hello?
Hello, hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm just a little giddy when I get to talk to my jazz musician family, and so thank you for your contribution to jazz thus far.
Well, thank you.
Is there anything that you would like to share with the world on being a jazz musician? Any inspiring words of advice or encouragement, or any information that you might want to share about
Hmm.
your
Well, I guess you gotta love it, first. You
yes
gotta really, especially like, where I grew up, I was more of into the rock and the Beatles and stuff like that.
yes
But when I heard jazz, I liked it. I was like, what is that? I need to learn that.
yes
So I guess that's the first thing. And then, especially an instrumentalist, you got to put a lot of time in, just working on your instrument, and studying with people.
yes
So that would be, you have to be sure you're going to dedicate a lot of time to your instrument.
yes. Well, that's the one thing, that love. I can hear it in your playing, and again, I'm so honored that you both. I get to speak to both of you in any amount of time, because you all mean a lot to me. I really appreciate the work that you have put in the jazz community, and I just want to say that we are honored to have two of the greatest musicians
Well, geez, thank you.
in this life, and we look forward to more music. Is there some more music that we should be anticipating?
Well, I mean, there's actually a lot of things that have been recorded
Yes.
that haven't been released, and now it's a little different because you're not necessarily putting out a record or a CD because people are putting them out as just songs, on the internet.
Yeah.
But I still like putting out CDs, full-length recordings.
Yes. Yes. So
But so,
the last
yeah, I'm
one.
not sure what's going to come out in the future.
Okay.
Maybe we need to do, you know, I could go through. There's lots of stuff recorded that hasn't been finished, but it's also sometimes, you know, when you don't do it at the time, then you think, well, maybe new stuff would be the best to release. Record some new stuff.
I would buy. I would love like a greatest hits. I would love like a volume, maybe
Like
one or two.
Like a compilation.
Yes, a compilation. That's what I'm trying to say. I would purchase it. I would listen to it.
I like that idea because we've put out quite a few CDs, so we could pick a couple from each CD.
Oh, that would be amazing. That I would actually, not actually, I would come to the show. I would love to see that. I would buy, buy some of that music just to have that collection of your own personal picks. That would be great.
Okay, that's something to think about.
Yeah. So let me tell you, it's 6:51, and we only have a few minutes to go. I've been looking all over, and you're on Wikipedia, yourself and Sheila, and it's just so much great information. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, Rick Mado and the beautiful Sheila Landis is our guest today. We're so honored to have them on our show. Thank you for spending some time with us. We are going to play a song. We're going to play a song. And while we're saying goodbye to our audience, and I know I'm being I wanted to see if it was okay to play because I don't have my I want it to be okay. This is the spring. Oh my goodness. Oh. This is live streaming, so I apologize. It's just so many. It's so many that I want to play. It's so many great ones, but we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave out with Windows. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. And is there anything else that you and Sheila would like to leave? Is there any last?
I'll put her on just for a second
Okay.
here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Hello, Sky.
Hi, and thank you so much. Thank you for remembering our appointment today as well. Thank you for your music. You and Rick are you probably have I don't call now. I have your number, but I just wanted to tell you how much I love what you are doing. I love your chemistry. I love just that love that you both have for your music. I can tell that you truly love each other. I can tell that through your music, and I want to just say thank you for your work. I just wanted to leave with the song Windows. Is that okay?
Oh, that's a wonderful choice. Yes.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, again, the beautiful Sheila Landis and Rick Mado, some of the Detroit Music Award recipients, and just some great quality musicians. Go buy some of their music. Go have a glass of wine and listen to some music tonight. All right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Open the window to your soul. Open your heart and let it go. So free. Cast away your doubts. Soar with the clouds. You can sing joy out loud. Let truth be your watchword. Banish your fears. Let honesty guide your way. Stay close to your goal. Love makes you